Listen. We're in the Champions League. We're in the Champions League. Finishing top 3. We're in the Champions League. Where's Liverpool? Not there. Where's Chelsea? Not there. Where's Spurs? Not there. Oh my God!
Yes, people, welcome to United View here at Carrington as the players are getting put through their paces before our massive game tomorrow against Bayern Munich. Press conference is done. Okay, you guys saw what I thought of the press conference. My reaction is there. Go check that out. This is the match preview. This is the match preview because with all the noise that's been going on, it is important to remember that there is a game. There is a game, and a very important game. And look, things aren't in our hands in terms of if we win, lose or draw. We need to rely on other results to go away. But it starts with doing your job. And it starts with remembering that we're playing against a Bayern Munich side that hasn't lost a group stage game since 2017. Yes, they got smashed against Eintracht Frankfurt, I think 5-1 on the weekend. Probably bad news for us because they're going to be looking for a reaction. Harry Kane, I saw his social media post saying, you know, not what we want, disappointed, looking to put it right on Tuesday night. And they will be looking to put it right. You know, Thomas Tuchel and Bayern Munich are not the sort of club who would sort of rest players and give Man United an easy day. Can you see Harry Kane coming back to England to play against Man United at Old Trafford and him having a rest because they're already through top of the group? No, not at all. They're going to play a very, very strong team, if not the strongest team they could possibly play. And we have to be ready for that. For us, what does Erik ten Hag do as well? How does he change this squad? I mean, whether from us as fans who are like, maybe Marcus Rashford shouldn't start, maybe take out Bruno, maybe take out Anthony, play Garnacho, don't play Martial, play Højlund, all these different situations that we look at in midfield. Scott McTominay's in good scoring form. I understand why he's playing, but then if he doesn't score or he's not contributing that much, you say take him out. What we found is that it doesn't matter who plays for a sustained period of time. We end up back here, sort of one game away from crisis, and that's what we want to avoid. How does Erik sort out the midfield? You know, does he bring in Kobbie Mainoo? You know, bit more composure on the ball, will pass forward, but then it's a huge game to bring him into. He hasn't really brought him into the Old Trafford games I thought he would, but he trusted him away at St James's, trusted him away at Galatasaray, trusted him away at Goodison. But a massive game at home, look at the game away from home. You know, he trusted Pellistri to come in on the right-hand side against Alphonso Davies, one of the best fullbacks in the world. So we actually don't know, we can't base it off anything. I can't sit here and stand here and say, Erik definitely won't go with youth. I can't say Erik definitely won't mix it up because he has these curveballs. I remember when Pellistri didn't start against Brighton, I said there's no way he's going to be able to start against away in the Allianz Arena, and he did okay. So I don't know, but how much needs to change versus the Bournemouth game in terms of personnel? Because that was the same team that was rolled out against Chelsea, which we were really happy with, and Erik got a reaction from. Does he believe that those same players can go and put right what they did wrong against Bournemouth? Can he get a reaction out of that same 11? He has said that it is a lot of going on and there's games every few days, and he has to wait for some players to find out in terms of the availability. He said Victor Lindelof he's still not sure of, so that potentially would see Luke Shaw carry on at left centre back. Could he bring in Johnny Evans? Johnny Evans was coming off the bench against Bournemouth. Could he bring in Johnny Evans and get Luke Shaw back to left back? These are the questions. Does he persist with Amrabat? Scott McTominay obviously was in the press conference. Usually that suggests the player's going to start. I know a lot of fans have sort of maybe don't want that to happen. But, you're looking at Marcus Rashford as well. There was a clear message sent to Marcus Rashford in terms of his performance not being good enough at Newcastle. And he sat on the bench consequently against Chelsea. And we played very well in that game. Then, rightly so, he misses the next game against Bournemouth, and we were terrible. Garnacho is in a good moment. I understand that. Anthony is trying to get to some form, but what does it look like? So, as the players are going past there, Johnny Evans is happy. Darren Fletcher's happy. How you doing, mate? You're right. Rasmus Højlund is in there. There is still no Casemiro, so he is obviously not ready yet. I can't see him. No. Kobbie Mainoo is in there. That's a good sign. Little Dangor is in there. Is that Ahmad I can see as well? Ahmad's in there. Oh, rah. No Rashford. And no Martial. Oh, I don't know why they're not there. I'm going to have to look at that. But they're both not in training. That's what I definitely can see from here. So, look, it's pretty much the same crop of players which we knew from before. But what I will say is we've got to get it right. There's a game to win. And even if it's about confidence moving forward, if we go out to the Champions League, so be it. We haven't been good enough and we know the reasons why. But we need to put in a good performance tomorrow. We need to see a reaction, and hopefully we do that. I'll be going to Old Trafford later on to see what Bayern Munich have to offer as well. I'll see you there. Peace. Thomas Tuchel has been in the Bayern Munich press conference alongside Jamal Musiala. Well, they went separately. But we spoke to both. We spoke to both, man. And I think it's very clear to see that they ain't come to play. Yeah? I'm looking behind me. Yeah? I seen Kingsley Coman. I seen Harry Class. Hey, you know the rest. Shout out to Expression. I seen Joshua Kimmich. Yeah? I seen the man them. I seen Musiala. Yeah? They're ready. They're ready. There's no other way to paint this. They're ready. You know, Thomas Tuchel even said Harry Kane will start tomorrow. And we knew that. We knew that. Listen, Bayern Munich haven't lost a group stage game since 2017. Pretty much, what's that? 6 odd years. There's a reason why. There's a reason why, because they don't take games lightly. Just because they're top of the Champions League group, and just because they've gone through already, they're coming off the back of a bad defeat. You know, one which the German press really went in with Tuchel and asked him how that happened against Frankfurt. What happened? And he was talking about, you know, their attitude levels and they wasn't at it. Jamal Musiala spoke about that as well. So even for their own development, they want to come here and put that right. It just so happens that the team in front of them is Man United. So they're not scared. They've got no reason to be scared. And that tells us, which we already knew, it's going to be a difficult game. Not one that they're going to be looking to take their eye off. But from a Man United perspective, we have to be at it. We have to give them 100%. We have to give them more than 100%. Because this is such a tough game. And they are ready as they're out here all in white, donning all white. Yeah, look at that, looking clean cut. And it is kind of, you know, these kind of things can be intimidating for us because, look, we haven't played well recently, and especially in the last game. In some of the bigger games this season, we've fallen really flat. But then there has been some decent performances as well, and you want the fans to buy into that. You want this place to be electric. And look, I think Bayern Munich were always going to come here and be nothing but respectful for us, even though we've been in a bad moment in the last game. Thomas Tuchel saying he knows that Man United have this thing in them that they can ride out bad patches, but they can hurt you. You know, they can be in a bad moment, but in this stadium, things are different. It's part of the Man United DNA. Now, we don't feel that as fans a lot of the time because of how things have been playing out. But, you know, they're being respectful on the other side to know that we are capable of beating them. And we do need to believe a little bit of that ourselves. Even me, you know what I mean? I've been quite down after that Bournemouth result. But it's a new game. It's the chance to, you know, regardless of what happens of going through or not, because that's not in our hands, but just going forward, if we're going to try and unpick the mess, there has to be some sort of reaction here today. I asked Jamal Musiala about Kobbie Mainoo. Obviously, it's a little bit early, Kobbie. I tried to just put you on the radar to let the big man know about you, but they're not quite there yet. But maybe he might play tomorrow, and then, you know, Bayern Munich can find out about Kobbie Mainoo. But what Jamal Musiala did say was the fact that, you know, he must be good if he's in Manchester United's first team. And he spoke about Manchester United young players, you know, what they need to be able to thrive at the highest level. Jamal Musiala is only 20 years of age. You know, he spent time at Chelsea in the academy and decided to make the move over there to Germany. Look how well he's doing. He absolutely destroyed us as well in the first game out there in Bayern. I remember that. So whoever's playing in midfield is going to have a tough task against him. I don't know if Eric thinks that's too soon for it to be Kobbie Mainoo. Would love it to be, but, you know, stranger things have happened. You know, he started Palestri out there. You know, so listen, they're ready. I think that quashes any form of them not being ready, and we have to be at it tomorrow to be able to put in a performance. We feel down in the dumps, we feel sorry for ourselves as fans, we don't feel positive, but that has to be put to an end. The players have to show that, and the players have to give us something to get behind, because if we're on the end of a bad result in a bad manner, it's going to do nothing for the confidence. And it's interesting to hear Thomas Tuchel talk about he feels sort of sympathy for all of his colleagues, but he was asked by Samuel Luckhurst in particular to going through a takeover, and, you know, with what he went through at Chelsea, etc. And he said, I get it, it's hard. Sometimes you think the team's not moving as quickly as you want it to, and you can second guess yourself. But at the end of the day, that's where Erik ten Hag finds himself, and can he get a reaction out of these players here at Old Trafford, as Bayern Munich will be there ready and waiting. Smash a like on the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Get your predictions in, get your started lineups in, and let's go from there. I'm out of here. Peace and fingers crossed.